Look, I'm a child of the 90s, so like I'm not gonna bring it up, we're not gonna talk a lot about it, but
No,
I have
not
to,
at all.
I had not at
Not
all.
even, not
I
even
know.
one question.
It's gotta be the most annoying thing. It's my Since You've Been Gone. It's like everybody asks me about that song. It's like I have no other songs. But
Yeah.
I have to say, it's kind of crazy now though with streaming that a whole other generation is now watching Saved by the Bell. And also you have kids. Your kids, Range. Like, do your kids watch it and see you younger? Because my kids will catch things of me younger and be like, wait, what?
Yeah, I'm really thankful that I didn't do anything salacious, you know, and that
or that
social media
wasn't around. Yeah, amen.
Because I was a kid and I did some dumb stuff.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know any of that dumb stuff, which is great.
But do they
This
watch
is not
your
dumb.
show?
So this is one of those things. I think I have two older and two younger. I have a 21-year-old, an 18-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 9-year-old. I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah. Congratulations, though. Well done. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And I know all their names.
There's 4.
I know all their names. I think I know all their birthdays.
Yeah.
But the older ones watched it. You know, they were, you know, not impressed.
Oh my gosh.
And then my younger ones, I think they watched it for a little bit, and then they were like, what else is out there? And so they're, you know, watching all the other Nickelodeon shows or the new stuff that's out there. There's new shows that are more like what they're going through.
But it is funny though, because my kids, they're 8 and 10, and they'll see something that's like from back in the day, and then they'll see the person, they'll be like, wait, why are they're different?
Yeah.
Like my daughter she loves Coldplay, and Chris Martin in the Yellow video, it's like their first video, he's like a baby.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden when he came on the show and they come on, they were like, he looks different. I'm like, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
He should. Like we age a little bit, and like, but it's weird because they don't, you know, they see it differently. But it's just such
that was me my whole life
culture.
because I wasn't the character. I didn't have blonde hair.
Yeah.
I had to dye my hair every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I've never played that kind of character before.
Yeah.
Everything I've done since then has always been different things. So I've never really playing myself. So it's not like people can go, oh, you know, like I wasn't Zach. Zach was something that I was.
But you were.
Yeah. No, I know. But it's funny. But we're actors, right? So we kind of mimic people and what our experiences, and that was my experience in school. Like those were the cool kids. Those were the Zach. Like I looked up to the Zach Morrises, right? I was a ghost in school. I was in and I was out because I was working as a child actor. So people didn't really know me. I was there for a couple months, and then I'd go back to working, and then I'd come back. But I wasn't a cool kid. Those were the cool kids. Like Zach was what I thought was the cool kid. The hair, the shoes, the rolled up jeans.
He was in the Zach Attack. He was really cool.
And he could sing. He could sing. I couldn't sing. He could play guitar. I couldn't play guitar. You know, it was like everything. He was everything that I wasn't. I was like, I looked up to that.
It's fun though. I like that you don't play the same. I always hate when actors get pigeonholed and have to play the same thing. I like over your career you've played different things, especially this current one is super creepy.
It's up to the audience sometimes. You know what I mean? Because sometimes the audience will be like,
they'll
I
allow
just
you
don't
to
buy
go there?
it. I just don't buy it. Like that's not. I want the Zach Morris. I want the guy who was on.
No, I like somebody that can play many different people, and I like Zach.
But we don't always get the opportunity, so I'm very, very fortunate. I feel very fortunate to be able to do it.
That's what I'm saying. I like when people allow the actors to branch out. That's my favorite thing, to see people playing different things. This is something I found interesting about you. So
Same with music, I would imagine.
Oh my God.
Like, why do you want to do different things?
It is so boring to sing the same thing all the time. The monotony is like,
and you need the audience. If the audience doesn't buy it, it doesn't really go very far.
Yeah, I'm lucky. My audience has been down for the ride. But Found it's a crazy show. My sister actually got me into it. She's addicted, and she was like, you gotta watch this show. And so Found is about people who go missing, and sometimes just people forget. They're just lost forever, right?
They don't have the means to be found. A lot of people, to be found, you need to get in front of the media, you need to have the police department behind you, you need to have attorneys, you need to have funds.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people out there that just don't have the funds, and the show was for the missing that just don't have the voice. So that was why the central character, played by Shanola Hampton, she created this group, Mosley and Associates, that goes and finds people that don't have the funds to be found. So I don't play on that side of the show though. I play the backstory, so I don't know much about the procedural. So that's, I mean, honestly, I barely read the scripts. I just read my lines.
Oh my God, you're so full of Okay. No, but your character is the bad guy. Is it fun to do?
I play the bad guy. I play the bad story. So
yeah.
for anybody who hasn't seen it, it's about my character. I kidnapped a girl when she was 16.
And then it switches.
Then she switches when she becomes older. She kidnaps me.
Yeah.
And then there's this sort of like relationship that we just can't untie. and it just gets really dark and twisted. The procedural is still going on, but my story with Shanola Hampton, who plays Gabrielle Mosley, is still going on.
Is it fun to play someone that delusional? Like,
it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think it'd be more fun.
And I got to speak Dutch because they wanted me to learn Mandarin.
Oh, the hardest language ever.
And I'm such a lazy actor. I'm like, nah, this is too hard. Can we speak something I already know?
It's literally the hardest language.
Yeah. So they had to find out the extradition laws and things like that.
Yeah.
Found out that the Netherlands is pretty lenient on some things. So they're like, oh yeah, Dutch will work.
I think they're leaning onto the Amsterdam's there. So let's take another short break. Be sure to watch Found Thursdays on NBC and streaming on Peacock.